Hello friends, welcome to Prerna Ki Srot, a channel which is dedicated to showcase the most inspiring people amongst us. So the guest gracing this episode is a dynamic personality. She's a mother, she's an entrepreneur, she's a fitness expert, a panelist at various platforms, and a proud owner of a brand called Dance to Fitness, DTF. Ms. Sonia Bakshi, please join in. Hi
Hi.
Sonia,
Hi, Shivali.
welcome to Prerna
Hi.
Ki Srot.
Thank you.
You have been a role model for many of us. So I'm feeling very privileged to have you on this platform today. And I want you to now tell our viewers about what Dance to Fitness is all about. How did you conceptualize this idea?
Okay. So, Shivali, quite a few years back, I think now almost 22 years back, when my daughter was but 1 year old,
Mm-hmm,
and I was in a profession, where I used to come back home very late at night,
mm-hmm,
and I felt that was not right. That was not the right way of bringing her up.
mm-hmm,
So I decided to quit my job. And, like they say, an idea can change your life. This
mm-hmm,
idea came up in my mind that I should get into the fitness industry,
mm-hmm,
something that I had no experience about. But
mm-hmm.
I was very influenced by my husband's fitness levels and
Okay.
my father in law's fitness levels.
Oh,
As in, since I've been engaged, I've always seen them exercise.
mm-hmm,
So my father in law is now more than 75 years old. I
mm-hmm.
think he just stopped doing his dumbbells about 3, 4 years back. So he's
Okay.
been into, and I think they were the inspiration behind my getting into the fitness industry. So
Mm-hmm,
trained myself slowly and started taking aerobics classes,
mm-hmm,
and by built on, and then finally decided to make a brand.
mm-hmm,
And the main reason of making the brand was, the name had started spreading,
mm-hmm,
and people wanted that I should come to various cities to come and take the classes. Someone wanted me to come to a various location. It
mm-hmm.
was impossible for one person to be present at so many times.
True,
So
true.
that's why the need for a brand came up,
Mm-hmm,
and Dance to Fitness, where I could actually empower women
mm-hmm.
and make sure that they are fit completely for a lifetime. That was the
Beautiful.
aim behind starting Dance to Fitness.
Beautiful. So, what is your idea of fitness? When you say that, you have your role models in your own family, your father-in-law, your husband, the fitness level actually inspired you. But what is your idea of fitness?
Shivali, see, fitness, people consider being slim as being fit. Now, that is
Hmm.
entirely wrong. Anybody who's slim could also have a lot of heart ailments, right?
Hmm.
So,
True. True.
being fit and being healthy is actually having a fit body wherein you stay away from diseases
Hmm.
and a fit mind. So, let's say if there is someone who's stressing about, little things in life and is not able to handle stress but is slim, I don't consider that person fit at all.
Hmm.
Just
Hmm.
because you look slim in the mirror does not guarantee fitness. So
Okay.
I think COVID has taught us
Hmm.
that what is most important is taking care of our health.
True.
Nothing like taking care of our health. So if you've been away, if you've been actually able to ward off diseases, then
Hmm.
you are fit.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So, this DTF, Dance to Fitness, is about women. There is one more segment of yours which is about DTF, Dance to Fitness Nights. Please tell us
Right.
about that.
Okay. So, see, because DTF started about 22 years back,
Mhm.
and I used to always think about doing something for the men also. I thought the fitness industry wasn't doing enough for the men. For the men, it was more about bodybuilding and
Mhm.
not really about being fit. So,
Mhm.
with that in mind, decided to start a brand called DTF Nights, which is exclusively for men. So I asked my husband's elder brother
Mhm.
to start this, and we made a product and we started this. Now it's been almost 4 years. So we do a lot of functional training
Mhm.
for men. We do a lot of circuit training for men. We do a lot of dumbbells. We do a lot of TRX. We do cardio.
Mhm.
So the product is entirely different from what we do at DTF because honestly, men's and women's bodies are entirely different.
I was
They
coming to that.
cannot
I
be
was
doing the
coming to
same
that.
workout. Yes.
That I have experienced the DTF workouts, on and off. I have been on it. I've been missing those workouts when they was not there. I couldn't go physically, and then by virtue of COVID, one of the blessings that everything came online, and now I'm
Yeah.
attending one of your, franchisee, and I'm doing that workout. So, what I feel that they are totally designed looking at a woman's body, because there are different parts of workouts that you do. So tell us about that. What is the USP of TTF workouts?
See, like I said, my main aim of doing starting DTF was to empower women. When I started, women used to never think about fitness.
Mhm.
Okay, I think people never thought about fitness, forget about women's fitness.
True.
And it was very, very important that I made sure that women remain fit for a lifetime. So, with that in mind, I started the DTF workouts. Now, with our hectic lifestyles and with women being multitaskers,
Mhm.
knee pains, back pains, neck pains, shoulder pains have become a part and parcel of women's life.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
wanted to make a product, where the women could exercise, taking care of all these health problems. So keep
Mhm.
on altering their workouts on a daily basis.
Mhm.
So I'll give you a small example. We always tell our ladies to let us know if they've not slept well.
Mhm.
Because if they've not slept well, we'll alter their workout accordingly. Or
Mhm.
let's say if someone has their periods, it could be a second or a third day of period.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
it's absolutely healthy to exercise during your periods. You just have to have the right trainer who can guide you what you should be doing on second day, what you should not be doing on the third day. So these little things is something that we take care of. I would hate to have a product wherein everybody is doing the same exercise because
Mhm.
we're all different. It's
So I've
like kids in a
experienced this.
school.
I have experienced this, and I don't want to miss
Yeah.
any day. My workout, I don't want to miss any day, irrespective what day of the month. So I better tell the trainer so she does the modifications, and it works beautifully well.
I'm so glad.
Yep.
Like we like kids in school. If the teacher teaches it the same style to all the kids in school, then
Mhm.
the results would never be good. But if the
True.
teacher understands the child and
Mhm.
decides that okay, these are the pros of the child and these are the cons of the child, and I should train the child accordingly. That's
Mhm.
exactly we do at DTF. It takes
True.
us about 4 5 days to
Mhm.
understand a woman's body, and
Mhm.
then accordingly we alter their workout and diet for them.
That's so wonderful. And I think that is the thing that really works for each and everybody. It does. Right. So I was looking at your profile on Facebook, such load of information for people around there. There I came across this Czech Republic, the event where you were recognized for the efforts that you're doing for women empowerment. So please share something from that
Yeah.
event.
Okay, so this was a complete surprise. I got a call from the Czech embassy, and I was said I was invited
Mm-hmm.
for an event, and it was amazing to be felicitated by the Czech ambassador
Mm-hmm.
to our country, and I think I was just in awe in that event. I just there was a time when I was just looking and wondering, is it actually happening to me? Am I actually being felicitated? It was a wonderful feeling.
Mm, I'm sure. And the same feeling I think you got in the Fit India event also, where you were the only
Yeah.
women panelist amongst all those guys around. So how was that?
Oh, that was amazing. So we were invited to do an event. So there were a lot of cyclists there.
Mhm.
And so it was a cycling event. And we were also asked to do an aerobic session for them. And it was so much fun. I had my franchisees who are also my trainers. We
Mhm.
were all there in the front row. And there were so many cyclists behind us and, doing our workout. It was wonderful seeing their fitness levels and, ensuring that they do our kind of workout, and
Mhm.
then to speak on the stage with so many men being as panelists.
Mhm.
I think I was on cloud nine.
Oh, you look fabulous. I have been following you there. So beautiful. So I saw in one of the certifications, there is this mention of Skill India, where you are recognized by the Ministry of Sports and Development. So just tell us about that, please.
Yeah, so we're actually recognized by SPF.
Mhm.
It's an autonomous body, and it's basically NSDC and FICCI together. They
Mhm.
make, they are the ones who've certified us.
Mhm.
So it's a great feeling to be certified by them as well.
So all your franchisees, whoever has to become a
So
franchisee
the
would be.
brand,
Hmm.
yeah. So the brand is certified by SPFL. So
Okay,
everybody who's a part of DTF is certified.
beautiful. So that is one way wherein you become the role model for a lot of women, to look at themselves as somebody who can still, despite of becoming a mother, despite of, reaching a stage in their career where they think that now it is enough, can't do more. Sometimes we give up on our own dreams. But here you are, who started your career actually after your motherhood experience. Right. So tell us about that experience. How did you manage to start, and how did you manage the work life balance afterwards?
Uh, Shivali, I think my biggest reason of being able to do it is I've always made my child very independent. So
Mhm.
from, I think when she was about, when she started understanding, let's say, for example, I would make her wear something red and I would show her different colors of clips and I would ask her, what color clip would you like to wear? Make
Mhm.
her independent from that moment,
Mhm.
make her take small decisions from that time. So
Mhm.
much so that my husband was in the merchant navy at that time. He used to
Mhm.
be off for 7 months at a stretch. But that did not stop me from going into my profession. I had very few working hours, but I managed it with my kid also. I don't
Mhm.
think mothers should give up on their ambitions just because, we become
Mother.
mothers.
Yeah.
Motherhood itself is so beautiful. But
Mhm.
why give up on your dreams? It's just about managing time beautifully. And like I say, a day has 24 hours. You can
Mhm.
actually manage the house and the kids and the cooking and everything, provided you chalk out your day properly.
And maybe involve people around you. Motherhood is not about
Absolutely.
you yourself. It's to be partnering with your
Absolutely.
family and everybody else who's there.
And your husband, after all, it's the husband's child also.
Yeah,
He also deserves the role.
it takes two to tango. So therefore, everybody has to
Yeah,
pitch
yeah.
in.
Totally, totally. And
Beautiful.
a good maid also, Shivali.
Oh yeah.
Don't you think so?
I absolutely believe that, a good support system is a must, Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So, any other parenting advice that you want to share with? Because mothers of our age, some of us are very, I would say, we are helicopter moms. We want to run after the kid. There is another segment who thinks that let the child be, which is they grow the way that they want to grow, and there is another segment which is like super overprotective. So, what would be your parenting advice to people out there?
Okay, so I've always believed in drawing a balance between my career and my parenthood. I've never been an overly obsessed mom,
Mm-hmm.
and I've never let my kid just be as well. The first and most important thing is I've always understood for myself and for my child that 100 out of 100 is not important,
Mm-hmm.
and 80 out of 100 is also very nice because my daughter is 23 years old now.
Oh,
At this stage, I realized that even if she'd got 60 on 100, she would just be doing as well as she's doing right now.
mm-hmm.
So there are mothers who obsess about 100 out of 100. I think they should stop obsessing on that and
Mm-hmm.
they should actually see what is the child's focus. What is it that the child wants to actually do rather than going on pushing behind, pushing the kid for marks
Mm-hmm.
and, pushing the kid for various activities. The child comes back from school, goes into one activity, comes back from another activity, gets into a second activity. The
Yeah.
kid has no time to actually spend with the parents, no
Mm-hmm.
quality time to spend with the parents, which is most important if a
Mm-hmm.
mother wants to do something in her, for herself.
I think it is very important for everybody in the family. If the mother is, mentally ready to take up the challenge, and if she knows that, I need to do this because I want to do this, then she'll make arrangements around it. And then if mother is happy,
Totally.
in the entire house, the environment, it feels happy. And I think your
Totally. Like,
workouts,
yeah.
yeah, I think your workouts make the mothers feel very energetic. They feel mentally ready to take up any sort of challenge because that's what you guys train in your workouts. So what would be your advice to women, about self-care? Because fitness is essentially about self-care, and most of us have been trained in our families the way that we've been brought up, generations after generation, that self-care is something that you should put at the last step. You should, your priority should be somewhere, but not on the first 2 3. So how do you look at self-care and women in particular?
Shivali, with I think self care is so important because it's a woman who runs the house mostly in most of the houses, in spite of having help and everything. It is a woman who runs the house, and I feel if the woman is not fit at all, then how does she ensure fitness to everybody else in the house? Let's take an example. If a woman falls ill on one day, by evening, the house is in a mess. So, all the more reason that a woman first takes care of herself, and only if she is fit, her household is fit. And if every household is fit, then the country is fit. And that's what we want.
Absolutely. So we come back to our Fit to India hit, right? So I just love the way that you took that punchline when Modi ji announced that, we want to have a fitter India. And I saw that you were one of the very few people who were like the first ones to, to say that, our Fit to India hit. And that was, it's really beautiful the way that you guys took it up.
Yeah, because that is something that I believe in my heart. And with Modi ji coming up with this, I said, this is exactly what I feel. And let's build on it from here. And that's how we built on it.
Beautiful. What are your plans for 2021?
Almost the same as 2020, ensuring that everyone remains fit, stays away from hospitals and diseases.
Yeah.
And generally, with regard to career, I don't plan too much because I think man proposes, but God disposes. So
yeah,
so let's not. I think 2020 has taught us that.
It has taught us.
Let's take it one day at a time.
Yeah, it has taught us innumerable lessons. If you want to just reflect back on 2020, it has taught us enough and more for this lifetime, I'm sure. So I wish you, BPF, and all your franchise and all the people who are with you loads of luck and success and a lot of health for 2021 and ahead. And please keep inspiring others the way that you're doing and empowering women, because that's what you do, right?
Thank you, Shivali. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Shivali. Bye-bye. Bye. Lots of love. Bye.